Hello. This might be the most unhinged intro that has ever happened, but hey, welcome. Welcome to Warrior Sister Co. I'm glad you're here. My name is Ebony. And if you found this channel and you're a woman veteran and you're trying to figure out life, okay, after the military, and before we go any further, welcome. You're in the right place, okay? This isn't just a regular military channel. Um, we'll talk about benefits. We'll talk about resumes. We'll talk about job interviews, but that's not all that we're going to talk about. Like, we're going to talk about real things, and that's why I created Warrior Sister Co. If you see me looking off, it's because I have a little script here. Not gonna read it verbatim. Just gonna kind of tell you what we're about here. If you're looking for some support, encouragement, conversations about life after the military, you're in the right place. When I got out of the military, I could not find community. I couldn't find anyone to have real conversations with. People wanted to ask about, like, did you kill anybody? And like all those things. Like, okay, those aren't conversations that veterans really want to have, right? So I couldn't find the community. Um, and we're gonna talk about community, and this is a place where I would like for us to start a community. Um, so we're gonna talk about loneliness. We're gonna talk about missing, the military. We're gonna talk about how to figure out life after you take your uniform off. Um, we're gonna talk about being strong all the time and not wanting to be a burden on anyone. And then answering the question, like, are you really okay? Right. So we're talking about therapy and all the things, but I want to, just share a little bit about myself. I am a 8-year Army veteran. I was military police, and I have one deployment, and I have, a lot of good memories, a lot of good times. When I decided to separate, I didn't know what it was going to be like. Um, I was married at the time, and I'm like, oh, I'll be a good military wife. But when I got out, I was like, I don't think I want to do that. I just want to be me. But I couldn't find anybody who really wanted to separate themselves from the military, but also still remember those good times and not talk bad, but also figure out life afterwards. So even though it's been so many years since I exited the military, I wanted to start this community so that so many of us can have those real conversations, right? I looked around YouTube and I'm like, man, let me see if there's, other women veterans that look like me, or, maybe from the inner city, or maybe even, the country or wherever, right? So we're from all over, but I wanted to get a sense of community. I do have my friends that I serve with and things like that, but there was nothing outside of them because we all moved to different places, right? And we can't always be there for each other all the time. But I do have my really close friends, and I know that some people don't have that. So I wanted to start this channel so that people know that there are real people out here, right? Me. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to make you pay for anything. I just want you to come here and um, have conversations with me. Talk back to me. Give me some topics that you want to talk about as a woman veteran. This is strictly for women. Men, they can come by, they can look and things like that, but these conversations are for women. These conversations are about women and women's experience in the military. Um, so we'll talk about transitioning from the military. We'll talk about the career changes. We'll talk about the usual things, how to translate your military credentials to civilian credentials. We're going to talk about relationships and motherhood, healing, having confidence, feeling a sense of purpose, your mental wellness, and how to build a life that you actually love outside of the military. Not saying everybody's experience is the same because we're all different. And so, even though we're all different, some of us may have had some of the same or similar experiences. So, we need to understand that. This channel is going to be a community. It's what I want it to be. I want it to be a community. I would like for you all to talk back to me. I want to have live Q&A sessions. I want to talk openly about the challenges that we face as women veterans out here in the world and in the civilian world. And so, with that, I envisioned Warrior Sister Co. to be more than just a YouTube channel, right? I want it to be a place where women can find encouragement, practical resources, meaningful conversations, and genuine friendships. A place where no woman feels like she has to navigate life after service alone. Um, and I believe in this happening in the community. And I want to branch off outside of YouTube and really help folks in our community. If if there's one thing that I hope everyone who watches this channel is believing is this. I want you to believe this. You are not broken. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. And you don't have to figure out your next chapter by yourself. If you're looking for honest conversation, if you're looking for encouragement, if you're looking for resources, if you're looking for a community that understands both the pride of the military service and the challenges that come after, I hope you'll stick around. Before you go, I want to hear from you. What branch of the military did you serve in? And what was one thing you wish that people understood about women veterans? If you know another woman veteran who you think would enjoy this channel, please like, share, and comment. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you can get alerts and come back and talk to me. I hope to see you in the future, and I look forward to your input and speaking to all my women veterans out there. Thanks. Bye.